Welcome back. In this video, we shall talk about default parameters for arguments in arrow functions. First, let's look at parameters in vanilla JavaScript and how the default parameters are set. If I want to build a calculator that will add two numbers, I'll say, using the regular JavaScript, I would say function calculator, and I would pass in two values there, x, y, and I'll say console.log x plus y, and I'll come out to say calculator, and I'll pass in values for my x variable and for my y variable. So I'd say 5, 5. So when I run my code, see I have 10. But the question is, what if I don't pass in any number here and I run my code? As you can see, a value of null is returned to us. But there is something we can do to avoid the value of null being returned to us. We can set a default value for our function to return. So we can do that by coming here and we say, let's set a variable here of a is equal to x or 1, and let's set another variable of b is equal to y or 1. Now we are not going to console.log x and y anymore. We are going to console.log a and b, a and b. So let's run our code without passing anything here and let's see what's going to happen. As you can see right here, the value of 2 is returned to us, and that's because we have no value passed in here. So 1 is our default parameter for x, which is set to a, and 1 is our default parameter for y, which is also set to a variable of b. And this sign here, this double vertical bar here, means OR. If you can remember when we were doing our logical OR operator, we said this represents OR. So what I'm saying here is I'm setting a variable of a to x or 1. I'm also setting a variable of b to y or 1. So that's simple. But if I still pass in a variable here and I say 60 and I say 40 and I run my code, you'd see I have 100, and that's because I am passing in a variable here. The code understands that there is a variable here, so it doesn't return the default variables for me. The default variables are returned only if nothing is passed here. In ES6, we can set default parameters like so. So let's say I'm building a function of calculator using ES6. I would say a and b, and I'll set this to console.log a plus b. Now let's come out here as a calculator. Let's say 50, 50, and let's run our code to see what we have. We have 100, but still in ES6, if I pass nothing here and I run my code, I'll be given a value of null. So to set a default parameter in ES6 is simple. You come up here, you just come up here to this bracket, you set a to 1 or anything you want to set it to, and you set b to 1. So if I pass nothing here, I just run my code and I have to. So I don't have to do all of that logic of setting var a is equals to x or is equals to a or 1. I don't have to do all of that. All I have to do is initialize my variables to a default value as I'm setting them. For now, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to watch the next video. Thank you very much.